Why should I suffer to give birth to another girl?
In parts of South and East Asia, there's a growing unnatural imbalance between the number of boys and girls being born. Cultural, economic, and religious preferences for sons and the misuse of medical technology have led to rising sex ratios at birth. For every 100 females born, there are normally around 105 males. But today in China, there are 118, and in some places, as many as 135 baby boys for every 100 girls. Parts of India show similar trends, with indications that sex selection could become more widespread in other countries, including Nepal and Vietnam.
If a son is born, there will be a big celebration. They will invite neighbors and friends. But if a daughter is born, everyone will have a long face. A woman who has no son is not treated well. People will say, your family has no legacy.
Being a father of a girl child, I have also faced so many problems from my family members, elders. They were torturing me. It's not good to be to have only one girl child. You must have a boy child. What will you do in the elder age if you don't have the boy child?
There's a very rapid fertility reduction process that's going on, combined with patriarchy, where the old systems of valuing boys have not yet changed.
Parents determined to have only sons can use ultrasound or amniocentesis to determine the sex of the fetus and then abort the females. Although this practice has been outlawed in India, Nepal, and China, enforcement remains weak. This could result in long-term negative consequences for social, economic, and gender parity.
The situation is such that it's not going to improve over the coming decades. Actually, men who cannot marry today will be in competition tomorrow with some younger men.
The kinds of violence that we're likely to see are manifold. Sexual violence, as well as violence within the home. Sexual violence within the home from amongst family members, where women are going to be forced into non-consensual sex with multiple male members in the same household. We're already beginning to see some of that emerge, and perhaps there will be more. There's also migration and sometimes trafficking for brides or for the offspring of those women, not just for brides. We have movements across countries, across borders in East Asia, between states in India, where people from communities where female feticide is not yet widely practiced are selling or migrating or moving their daughters to marry men in communities where they are in short availability.
This Vietnamese girl was kidnapped and sold into a Chinese brothel, where she was drugged and endured regular beatings and emotional abuse.
I was so desperate. I wanted to run in front of a passing car to commit suicide.
Right from the time a child is born till a woman dies and is a widow, throughout her life cycle, we see a huge range of practices, as we do in India, Pakistan, and other countries in the region, where the girl is certainly much less valued, is a dispensable commodity.
Why is it that decisions about whether or not to have a daughter are not guided by what women and daughters are actually doing and able to do in today's world?
Ending sex selection demands both stricter law enforcement and social mobilization to change people's thinking. China has mounted a Care for Girls campaign to promote gender equality. In Gujarat, India, with UNFPA support, women have taken the initiative to raise awareness in their own communities. During her second pregnancy, Doxa's in-laws pressured her to test the sex of her fetus. When they learned she was carrying a girl, they beat her, but she refused to abort her daughter. Today, she counsels other women against sex selection of their unborn babies.
It's just a belief system that needs to be challenged. It can't be done overnight. It will take a long time, but we have to keep chipping away at it.
It needs strong action by the law, or by the law and its enforcers, and strong action on the part of the people to take it up and really promote the girl child as a very strong force and very equally important for the progress of the country.